Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Statistics Kenya, a research firm, some few hours ago, released their latest poll findings about the most popular candidate per regions. And what caught my attention from the poll results was Raila's performance in central Kenya. And for the very first time, Raila Odinga overtakes William Ruto in central. So in this video, I want us to have a look at the figures, after which, as usual, we are going to dissect the figures to see exactly the truth behind those figures. But before we have a look at the current figures, let's have a look at the opinion poll by the same firm in January. Popularity of candidates by region from 17th January 2022 to 31st January 2022. So in January, Ruto had 48% in central, Raila had 28% in central. That was in January. William Ruto had given Raila a margin of about 20%. And since that time, so many things have happened. We have seen the appointment of running mates. Raila has picked Martha Karua, William Ruto has picked Rigathi Gachagua. And also we have seen in the recent days some kind of a tussle or other brawl or other exchanges between William Ruto and the president. And just some few days ago, William Ruto was overheard boasting that he almost slapped the president. And yesterday, about 1 day ago, the president also just confirmed that indeed it's true, that maybe William Ruto had that plan. So there have been such kind of exchanges between Ruto and the president. And I've always been maintaining that all these political exchanges between William Ruto and the president, these are just things working against William Ruto on the mountain. And also I've been maintaining that our politics is largely ethnic based. And I'm yet to be convinced as to the main reason why William Ruto can actually beat Raila Odinga on the mountain. And that is because the president, who happens to be the political and ethnic kingpin of the mountain, and other bigwigs from the mountain have so far endorsed Raila Molo Odinga. So from where I sit, William Ruto actually beating Raila on the mountain, to me that's just a pipe dream. So some few hours ago, Statistics Kenya released their latest poll findings about regions, and I want us to have a look at Central Region. Raila, 54%. Ruto, 43%. That's an opinion poll they did between 13th June to 1st July 2022. This is a poll that was done, we can assume, up to this week, up to the beginning of this week. Yes. So in this video, I want us to dig deep, to dissect those figures, to see the truth behind those figures, and what the figures means politically. But before we do that, in case you are watching us for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. Yes. If you compare Statistics Kenya to InfoTrack Harris poll, and then to Tifa poll, and then to Mizani poll, the trend is the same. Raila Odinga is rising on the mountain as William Ruto declines on the mountain. That's the trend in all the polls. Only that Statistics Kenya is being more realistic and actually now seeing a situation where if an election was to be done on the mountain, Raila will win the mountain vote. but the trend is largely the same. A Raila rising on the mountain as a William Ruto declines on the mountain. And also it's important to say this, that sometimes the opinion polls can actually differ with the eventual poll results at the ballot. But they largely gives us a rough overview of what Kenyans in those areas are actually feeling. And as I talk right now, it's a given fact that Raila's popularity on the mountain is rising as Ruto's popularity declines. That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe in the next 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm very sure that Raila maybe shall have widened his lead to that of William Ruto. That's a fact. What are those figures telling us now? I tend to believe, ladies and gentlemen, that in the event actually Raila goes ahead to beat William Ruto on the mountain, then I'm seeing Raila Odinga winning with at least 70% of the votes that will be cast in the next 4 weeks. If Raila can actually beat Ruto on the mountain, then I'm seeing Raila Odinga going to win with a very big margin, with a landslide. But even if Raila does not beat William Ruto on the mountain in 9th of August this year, then I'm seeing a situation where still Raila and William Ruto will be almost neck to neck on the mountain. And that again will result in a Raila Odinga winning the presidency with a landslide. In fact, assuming even William Ruto and Raila are head to head on the mountain, then that's a landslide win for Raila nationally on the ballot. And also those figures, if you look at them objectively, I tend to believe those statistics Kenya is actually opening the eyes of Kenyans to a possibility that indeed Raila can beat William Ruto on the mountain. You know, a good majority of Kenyans, that's something that a good majority don't actually maybe believe, that Raila can beat William Ruto on the mountain. But from what we have seen in the past presidential elections, or rather in past elections, trends can even change even only 1 week or just some days to the election. And maybe the mountain, or rather the trends on the mountain, the trends might be changing. And also if you look at Raila's campaigns on the mountain, Raila's actually been more attractive in the recent days than actually William Ruto. As I talk today, some few minutes ago, Ndindi Nyoro, Rigathi Gachagua were in Kiambu County for their campaigns. And I was very shocked to see the residents actually trying to heckle or to tell the Kenya Kwanza Brigade that William Ruto should actually lower for them the cost of living. Ndindi Nyoro, Rigathi Gachagua, they were selling their usual narrative in Kiambu today that all life is very hard, prices of goods have actually increased. That's the kind of a narrative they were selling today in Kiambu. And from some clip that is actually going viral in our next video, we are going to do analysis on that. Residents are actually telling Ndindi Nyoro and Rigathi Gachagua to tell William Ruto to lower the cost of living. So it seems to appear that the mountain people are also now just waking up to the reality that William Ruto has all along been lying to them. William Ruto has been cheating them that is not part of the government, while it's part and parcel of that government, and it's also part of his responsibility to actually lower the cost of living. So if you look at what happened today, and these numbers coming from the mountain, I'm just seeing a very big shift on the mountain. And I won't be wrong, ladies and gentlemen, to maybe conclude that poll results by Statistics Kenya might actually be a true reflection of what is happening on the mountain. And if at all that is the case, then William Ruto and his team should actually start packing because they can't actually win in this year's presidency. Let me leave it there for now. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana yes. And before I forget, any other person watching us for the very first time, but so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.